Hello and welcome. Thursday night here at the Max Stern Athletic Center. We have a Skyline Conference matchup. The Yeshiva Maccabees taking on U.S. Merchant Marine Academy. I'm Yoshua Siegel alongside Jacob Dower. Thank you so much for joining us. Jacob Dower, what a fun time to be a Yeshiva Max fan.
It's an honor. It's an honor. The Yeshiva Maccabees on a big run, now up to 6-2 overall. We actually covered their first win just a couple weeks ago. Hopefully we'll keep up the good luck tonight.
And they've been hot ever since. They're on a 5-game win streak, all within the Skyline Conference. Very important. They hold the number 2 seed right now. And they actually just knocked off the number 1 seed, Farmingdale State, this past Tuesday night in a big W. Yeshiva's averaging 90 points per game, just over 90 points per game in this win streak. Impressive stuff. But tonight, another challenge. U.S. Merchant Marine Academy, all the players telling us, don't look at their record, even though they sit at the bottom of the Skyline Conference. These guys are tough, and they come to play every night. So we're going to go, Jacob, why don't you tell us JD's keys for tonight's game?
Well, for JD's keys to the game, we're going to start number 1, tempo. The Mariners, they're actually all training for the Marines. They're very tough, tough as nails, some may say. They're going to be running. The Macs have to keep the tempo. That means running when they need to run, but also slowing it down the half court. Key number 2, got to get stops and rebound, finish possessions. They'll be fine, but they have to finish off the possessions, hold them to one shot, take it the other way, and also pound the offensive glass. And number 3, most importantly, 3-point shooting. The Macs have prolific shooters, spearheaded by Simcha Halpert, one of the most decorated 3-point shooters in all of Division III basketball. Hopefully they get some open shots, heat up early, and they should be just fine.
And we know just what Daniel Tiano has done for this team all season, but on Sunday he unfortunately suffered a dislocated ankle. Now he's out indefinitely. Who's going to have to step up in his place?
Yeah, unfortunately Daniel Tiano went down on Sunday over practice. But it's time. Kevin Boker coming off the bench. Jeffrey Owen now is getting more minutes. And Eitan Halpert, the freshman, put him in prime time. He's been performing so far. Hopefully he can keep it up. But last but not least, Tal Guetta. He's actually a starter. He wasn't playing so much down the stretch at the beginning, but now they've trusted him. He's hit his stride. Started off the season a little slow, but he's back on top, and hopefully he can keep it up tonight.
And we've spoken about Ryan Terrell and Simcha Halpert too much, but well-deserved. Them two, Gabe Leifer completing that trio, really leading this Max team. What can we expect from the Big Three tonight?
Well, Ryan Terrell's parents actually in attendance tonight, making the trip out from LA, averaging 22 a game. I knew he would be good. I don't think anyone knew he'd be this good. 22 right off the bat, coming right out of high school last year. Didn't even take a gap year. He's been their most decorated scorer. A couple dunks last week. He really does everything for them. And Gabe Leifer hasn't been scoring as much this year, but really been passing the ball well and rebounding well. He's been all over. I think he has a triple-double this year. Double-doubles almost every night. So he's doing the little things, and that's what's helping the Max, especially over the past 6 games.
And he is this Max team leading rebounder. And so there you have it. There's our pregame show. We will see you soon. In just about 5 minutes as the Max take on U.S. Merchant Marine Academy. We'll see you back here in just a few. And welcome once again. It's a Thursday night from the Max Stern Athletic Center. Your Yeshiva University Maccabees taking on UN's Merchant Marine Academy in a Skyline showdown. Yeshiva University now on a 5-game win streak. They'll look to extend as Merchant Marine looks for their first W in the Skyline Conference this season. But we do know they're tough. Jacob, tell us a little bit about that.
Well, U.S. Merchant Marine has not come out victorious in many games this season, but they're actually coming off of their first win of the year on Tuesday night. And we know they're looking to build off that one. As we spoke in the pregame show, they play tough, they play hard, they're training every day for the Army. They're training every day to play some ball, and they're going to give it their all. We know that. They're going to run the ball, they're going to try to rebound, and that's what the Macs are going to have to look out for. Hopefully they'll limit their second chance points and limit their fast break points today.
And we spoke to some YU Max players before the game. That's all they kept saying is, don't look at these guys' record. Don't worry that they're sitting at the bottom of the Skyline Conference. These guys come to play every time they're on the floor.
Yeah, we know they do, and actually the Macs won both games against U.S. Merchant Marine last year, hoping to build off that, take an early one in the year right now. They'll play again later in the year at the Mariners' home court, but they got to do what they have to do tonight, come out victorious on a Thursday night, have a big win going into Shabbos.
And you know also YU coming off, for sure, their biggest win of the season, knocking off the #1 seed as of now in the Skyline Conference, Farmingdale State on the road in a tough matchup. We know they won their semifinal matchup there last year, so it was great for them to come out and get that W on Tuesday night.
Yeah, that was a big game on Tuesday night. Farmingdale State, #1 in the conference. We saw some big play out of Gabe Leifer, especially the end of the game. They fed him the ball in the post. Good to see him going early and often. Hopefully he can do the same tonight. Let's see how it goes.
It'll be it'll be Leifer and Washington as Washington wins the tip for the Mariners. It'll be Green controlling, gives it up for Walsh. Walsh has it. Washington, big man, playing out on the wing. It'll be Green now in the corner. Takes himself to the corner. That's Walsh for 3. Rims out. Halpert with the board. Halpert has Gwed in the corner. And now Terrell controls. We've seen Terrell controlling most of the game when he's in there.
Yeah, Terrell plays point guard, but he's a shot-first point guard. Looks to get his teammates involved, but is not hesitant.
It'll be simple. Halpert thinks about the 3. And it works its way out to Donnie Katz up top. He'll take the 3. And it's wide right as the trail is out of bounds. Mariners ball.
And no good by Katz. We saw him hit a big 3 at the end of last game. Would like to see him get going a little more early in this game in the post. Then stretch his game out, keep the defense honest before taking longer 3s.
It'll be Green controlling the junior for the Mariners as he gives it up for Walsh. A lot of back and forth between Green and Walsh to begin this game. Not going anywhere else, really. Gwed, a great defender. That's why he's out there. As Morseberger dishes up for Washington, thinks about the Jimmy. As the shot clock winds down, not sure they realize. And right before the shot clock ends, Seth Barnes able to knock down the triple from the top of the key.
Seth Barnes bailing out the Mariners, big shot. And we see the Mariners go right to the press. YU breaks it easily. The Mariners are playing a zone right now. YU's gonna send Leifer to the middle. Try to get the ball in the middle, look opposite, out to shooters. We'll see how they do.
And we Leifer double teamed in the corner. And it goes off his foot. Turnover. Early good defense here from the Mariners as they have come to play.
Yeah, we said in the pregame show, we knew it. The Mariners would come out hot, come out aggressive, and that's exactly what they're doing. A late 3 turns into some good defense. Great play by the Mariners, up 3-0 early on.
It'll be Green who gives it for Walsh. Excuse me, that's Barnes. 3-man game here for the Mariners as Washington back up top. And now Green with it. Working against Halpert. He's got Washington wide open in the corner. An awkward delivery, but a rebound by Leifer.
Like to see Leifer pushing it himself. Getting the offense going early, doesn't even need a point guard.
It'll be Terrell works the baseline. Up for Leifer, and the easy lay and a nice play by Terrell and Leifer.
Terrell draws the defense, kicks it over to Leifer, easy finish. Great play by Ryan Terrell, forcing the issue, getting an easy 2.
And that's Barnes working against Leifer. 15 on the shot clock. As Green works against Halpert. A lot of driving, not a lot of action as Green takes it to the lane constantly. But it's Walsh who gives it out for Green. And again, that's Barnes in the corner, no good this time. And another late shot in the shot clock for the Mariners. YU playing some good D early on. as Terrell draws the foul on Barnes, and he'll go to the line at a chance for 2.
Yeah, we saw defense lead to offense. That's every time it seems like YU's drawing the Mariners to a late shot clock heave. Great defense, great switching, great help. Mariners take a tough shot. Terrell gets 2 on the other end.
A decent showing from the fans here Thursday night. We're assuming we're going to get some more fans as the night goes on. But even though you couldn't make it, we appreciate our audience tuning in to hear us on Max Live and Facebook Live. Trying to hit all the platforms nowadays.
Hopefully we'll be up on Reddit soon enough.
As Terrell connects on the second one to give the Max their first lead of the night. 17:02 to play in this first half. We've seen a lot of driving from the Marines early on, not a lot of shooting. Looks like that's their game, but they hustle, they play defense, and they're getting open looks. It'll be Morrisburg, gives it up top for Washington. Washington back to Morrisburg. Now them playing a 2-man game. He gets it in the key, the shot, no good. The shooting struggles continue as Lifer sees Terrell on the outlet. Terrell goes up underneath the basket in a double team and is able to convert the layup.
Wow, what a pass by Lifer. Even better finish by Terrell. Lifer's not afraid to throw that home run pass. Similar to Kevin Love in the NBA, kind of patented that pass. Great delivery, great catch, and a better finish.
And he's got his family here tonight. Great reaction from the crowd, especially the one sitting right in front of us. And it'll be Washington who works against Donnie Katz. Donnie Katz had a solid performance this past Tuesday night. 9 points, solid all around as always for the Max. As he comes up with the block. And we might get a shot clock violation. The shot clock expired. The Max never took possession. Let's see as the refs discuss what they call.
That should be a shot clock violation. It looked like the horn went off before the ball fell out of bounds. Since no one had possession, it should be the Max ball. We'll see what they call. But I love the help defense by Gabe Lifer, coming over, interrupting the shot, staying out of bounds, and they're actually going to put 1 second back on the shot clock. Let's see how the Max hold them right now. Seems like every time the Mariners are waiting deep into the shot clock. Great defense by the Max.
And that really might be their game, knowing they're not the best shooting team. As we're going to get a shot clock violation as Washington's attempt doesn't hit the rim. But that really might be it. They go deep into the shot clock. They want control of this game. Doesn't seem like their shots are doing it for them. That's it goes. Donnie Katz wide open underneath. Another pass by Lifer, playing a little early point guard here with these assists.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to see. If you're Coach Steinmetz, feeding the middle, defense draws in, wide open Donnie Katz down low. Great pass by Lifer to see him down there.
Washington again playing a lot on up on top of the key. He stands at 6'6". He's unable to convert the layup, rebounded by Lifer.
Lifer coming over with the help defense, gets the rebound himself. Love to see Lifer active early in this game on both sides of the ball.
Lifer again with the balls in his hand. As Donnie Katz can't come up with it cleanly, turnover for the Max. It'll be Green, who resets all the way, almost at midcourt. As Walsh back to Green. Washington up top. He'll take it against Katz, not looking to shoot once again. But Walsh got the 3 from the corner, and it's no good. But Washington's strong effort on the offensive board. He'll get another possession for the Marines.
Got to have more bodies on the glass. Can't afford any offensive rebounds. Been doing a good job so far limiting the Mariners to one shot. Not as great down this time. Let's see if they can finish out the possession right now.
14:42 to play. A good start for the Max. Lot of good looks underneath, finding the open man. That's what they've been doing all season. As Washington holds it at the top. Goes over to Walsh. Washington again, for a big man, he's got the ball in his hand a lot. But that seems how they like to run their offense. It'll be Barnes again with the shot clock expiring, but Washington right underneath with 3 seconds left in the shot clock, able to give the Marines an easy bucket.
Yeah, now with the Max back on offense, I want to see Tall Guetta get involved a little bit on offense, making one of his first touches right now. Let's see how he's been playing good ball lately, see if he can continue on that.
Not a lot of half-court sets for the Max. They've been running a lot, but it'll be Guetta who thinks about the 3 and gives it up cross-court to Halpert. Danger pass, he pulls up and he's got it.
Beautiful mid-range shoot by Halpert. throws up a pump fake. They're going to respect his three-point shot. One dribble pull-up. Beautiful play.
And we know that's what the shooting does. It draws the defender out to the three-point line. Little pump fake. You could roll right by him. They'll contest every time he even thinks about that three.
Right up in him, Terrell playing great defense.
It'll be Halpert with great defense on Morseburgers. He's not able to even put up a quality shot. And it'll be Guetta looking to push the issue. Halpert thinks about the long three. Gabe Leifer again. Terrell, corner, up, Guetta. A lot of ball movement here. It ends up Leifer, the three from the corner. And no good. Great ball movement from the Max.
Beautiful ball movement by the Max. Didn't end up in a bucket, but you love to see that. That's going to fall more often than not. And a steal. Guetta takes it the other way.
Let's see what they do in transition. They'll throw it out to Simcha Halpert. Corner three. Yes, sir. He's got it.
That's as good of a layup. That's going to go in more times than not. Great play. Simcha Halpert confidently shooting a three-pointer in transition from the corner. Nothing but net.
It'll be Walsh over to Barnes. Bucher getting ready to check in for the Mariners. As Washington works against Cat to put up the floater, and he's got it. Washington, early offense.
Washington bailing him out, laying the shot clock again. But the Max, you got to be happy with this defensive start. Only 7 points, almost 8 minutes into the ball game. That will do the trick.
Terrell throws a lob for Halpert. Goes off the backboard, Mariners ball. As Walsh, nifty moves, nifty handles. And that's Barnes. Gives it to the corner, Washington. Not going to take that shot. We've seen that already. And it'll be Barnes who works against Leifer. Finds Washington, a great cut. Better defense by Terrell and Guetta as Katz will get called for the foul underneath.
Katz was called ball watching. Backdoor cut by Washington. And Ryan Terrell saves the day. Washington with the rebound goes back to the line. Want to see Donnie a little more active. Watching the ball, moving his head. He's going to come out from Mike Hayone right now. We'll see how he can do against the big guy.
Mike Hayone solid all season. He dealt with a couple injuries last year, so it's good to see him healthy through more than the first quarter of this season. It'll be Walsh looking inbound, guarded by Guetta. That's Bucher seeing his first action as Walsh controls. Barnes got it, three. Yes, sir. As the Mariners knock down their first three to make it a three-point game. YU needs to do a better job on the defensively, as the Marines have seen an awful number of open looks. As Simcha Halpert unable to convert under the basket, the Mariners with a chance to tie on a three.
Good pass, though, by Terrell, forcing the issue, running, beating the press, getting an easy shot, no good. And the Max, you cannot give up open threes if you're the Max defense right now. They're not scoring well, but one way to get back into the game is to give up some open threes for the Mariners.
And it's shocking we're not seeing more of a man-to-man. It just seems like their offense doesn't have a flow to it, and if they can just stop the open shots, it'll be a whole different story here for the Max defensively.
Well, yeah, the Max play a hard man-to-man. They help, and they move without the. They move when their man doesn't have the ball. Doing well so far. Got to limit the threes, and now we have Eitan Halpert coming into the game early on. We said in the pregame show he'll be playing a little more tonight with the absence of Daniel Sion coming in for his brother. Let's see how he handles the early entrance to the game, guarding a guy a couple inches bigger than him.
And that'll be Matt Cooper checking in for the Mariners, seeing his first minutes. That's Bucher in the corner, guarded by Leifer. A new unit here for the Mariners. Let's see what they do differently. It goes into the corner, that's Barnes. In Halpert's face, and it's a little too strong, rebounded by Guetta. A nice board.
Eitan Halpert's going to usually run a lot of point guard with this group, controlling the ball up top. Smallest guy in the court.
And a give and go, Hayone and Terrell ends up all the way back out. Wing three, Guetta, yes sir!
There it is, money. Didn't start the season so hot, but lately in the past few games, he's been hitting his stride, been playing more minutes, been scoring more points. Big shot by Todd Guetta. But if you're Eitan Halpert in the corner, I want to see you take that shot early on, open, pass it up though, and they got a better look.
And this is McDonough, who just checked in for Washington. Good defense by Leifer as he pokes it from Bucher. Bucher corner, that's McDonough, three, got it.
Another corner three for the Mariners. Early on, they've hit three of those. Gotta limit those for the Max defense.
And it'll be Terrell, gives it up for Guetta, works it across to Leifer. Leifer inside, and Terrell the bucket. Looked like he thought about throwing it down there. but unable to grip his feet to the floor and get up there.
Not the first time we've called those names in tandem, usually the other way around. But Lifer, a willing passer, and you know Terrell will finish down deep.
And this is McDonough in the corner, guarded by Hayon. He'll take it himself, runs straight into a double team, finds Walsh right in the middle, and a block by Terrell.
Great defense by Hayon and Lifer. Hayon, great wall up. Gabe finishing the play with a nice block. Tall couldn't hang on. 11 seconds left on the shot clock. And we have 9:36 remaining in this first half.
And now it's Michael Bell checking in. He'll replace Walsh, getting his first breather of the game. 9:36 to play, just over halfway through this first half. But in McDonough, again the three, not able to connect that time, but an offensive board by Bell.
Another open three for the Mariners. The Max lucky to escape that one without giving up 3 points.
And JD, you said it as part of your keys. Tempo's one of the things the Max need tonight, and it looks like they're still trying to find it.
There we go, the spark plug off the bench, Mike Hayon. A defensive fiend. Great defensive play, getting over, taking the charge, going the other way.
And let's see if that tough play will be able to do the job to get this tempo started. We want to remind you to be sure to tune in next Wednesday as the Max take on Moravian College. Catch all the action as you always can right here on Max Live or on Facebook Live. I apologize, that was Moravian College.
Out of bounds, the Max will retain possession, 19 seconds on the shot clock. Good ball movement. And Simcha Halper back in the game, short rest for Tal Guetta and Donnie Katz, bringing in some of their starters. Some scorers, Lifer will sit down, great play early on.
And Walsh also, quick rest, he's right back in it. Looks like they can't survive without him on the court, at least according to their coach. It'll be Halper, thinks about the three again, inside Terrell, easy lay. Oh, excuse me, not a lay-in, but he'll go to the line for 2 as the ball sat on the rim for a couple of seconds and decided to fall off.
Yep, the contact interrupted his shot a little bit, going to the line for 2. Great pump fake again by Halper, a willing passer, and Terrell's everywhere near the rim, cutting without the ball. That's why he gets so many points. He just plays around the rim well, finds the open spots, and his teammates are willing to pass him the ball.
And a rare miss from the free throw, and we know Terrell's been almost automatic. As Donnie Katz, never mind. That's my bad, just getting some shoe stick on. As Terrell will look to convert on the second, and he gets it. Puts the Max up by 6, 8:59 to play as Cooper controls for the Mariners. It'll be McDonough in the corner. That's Bell against Halpert. Not a lot of dribbling from this team, but that's Bucher, the long triple in Hayon's face, able to connect and cut the lead to 3 once again.
Another 3 for the Mariners, their 4th of the game. 12 out of 16 points for the Mariners coming from behind the arc. And we have Jeffrey Owen making his way to the scores table, checking in early, been a spark plug off the bench for the Max all season.
And good defense here by the Mariners. They're all over this YU Max deep. It'll be Halpert, corner, Halpert, 3. Got it! Brother to brother.
Simcha again, nothing but net. Love the brother-to-brother connection. They've been playing together their whole lives. Gonna see a lot of that for years to come if you're Max fans.
Can only imagine how many times they've practiced that one in their driveway. But definitely paying dividends here as they put the Max back up by 6. This game has just been moving. Very few fouls each way. 3 on the Mariners, 2 on the Max. No timeouts have been called either way. I guess both coaches liking what they're seeing from their respective squads. And Eitan Halpert, the nice rebound on the Bell miss. As it'll be Owen. In the corner, good defense by McDonough. Inside, that's Halpert, a fancy move, but unable to finish.
The show and go by Halpert, couldn't finish. Great move though.
And that's Cooper, who gives it out to Bucher, and Bucher has lit it up off the bench.
Bucher, money from behind the arc, another 3-pointer. The Max have no resistance out on the arc.
And Halpert, a nice find to Hayon underneath, able to convert the layup, put the Max back up by 6.
Love to see Halpert carving up the press. Can't be surprised if the Mariners stay in that so much longer if the Max continue to beat it so easily.
And this is McDonough. He gives it up for Bucher. Bucher again, lethal shooter. As Bell drives the lane out to McDonough again. A lot of dishing and driving. And it's going to be Cooper. Backdoor McDonough. Beautiful play. And that'll force Coach Steinmetz to take a 30-second timeout.
Max, not much defense over the past couple possessions. Seems like 4 or 5 straight scores by the Mariners. Coach loves it. Force Coach Steinmetz to call a timeout. Slow down the tempo. Relay a message to his boys. They'll be just fine coming out of the break.
It looks like they're just playing some hot potato. Ball's not staying in anyone's hands more than a couple of seconds. And that's leading to opportunities for this Mariners team. We know shooting's not their strength, even though we've seen Bucher, who's coming off the bench, and he just hasn't missed yet.
Yeah, let's see what Coach Steinmetz will bring out of the timeout. Looks like he's going to be running with Simcha, same group as before. I'd like to see Simcha with this group. Probably the easiest score with Terrell out of the game right now. Look for him to be more aggressive, take some threes, take some twos.
And some cheering from the Terrell family, lighting up this gym.
That's
great
Mrs. Terrell. I had the pleasure of playing with Ryan early in my childhood. Had the privilege of getting a lot of fandom from his parents. Love to see them out here cheering on their son and the Max as a whole.
And Gabe Leifer, with a lot of defenders around him, gets it out. Halbert, the three. Long three, just a little short. As Cooper controls for the Mariners. A good look, can't complain about that one. As Owen defends, Bell. Back up top, that's Walsh, who's been the main guy, at least on the floor. And McDonough, he's getting called for steps, lost the ball on the way to the basket.
Yep, that's a couple steps too many. And Ryan Terrell coming right back in the game after a short rest for Jeffrey Owen. Coach Steinmetz wants to put some more points on the board before halftime. Let's see if the Max can extend the lead to double digits before the half. Up 4 right now, just 6 minutes to play. Couple buckets, couple stops, they'll be just fine.
It'll go inside to Katz, up top. That's the wing, that's Leifer, excuse me. And inside, that's Leifer again. Not able to cover, gets his own miss, goes up, able to finish it off.
There he is, what we saw especially in the second half of Tuesday night's game. Leifer playing big in the paint. Usually decides to settle for the outside three, playing more in the paint, gets his own miss, puts it in. Great play by Gabe Leifer.
And we'll get another break in the action now as the Mariners want a timeout.
And if you're Coach Steinmetz, I think you want to see a little more ball movement and a little less dribbling. The Mariners are sticking in the zone. Looks like a 2-3, leaving the middle wide open. I think their best bet is pounding the middle, forcing the defense to draw in, kicking out the shooters, kicking out to the paint. We saw a couple Leifer to Terrell dimes, a couple Leifer to Donnie Katz dimes. Easy bread and butter there. Let's see if they can keep getting the ball to the middle. A little less on the ground, a little more over the air.
They love using that high post. It's usually Leifer, who's just been special this entire season. More importantly, this game, every pass working through him has really been an amazing thing. Creating layups, creating outside looks. And yeah, the Max looking to extend on this lead. 5:41 to play, only up by 6.
Yeah, and we got Gabe guarding Bucher right now, the hot hand. Putting a big, Gabe's actually looks to have an inch or two over Bucher. Let's see how he plays him. He knows he has help defense.
And he'll go into Walsh, who's guarded by Guetta. Up top, that's Cooper. Now back to Walsh. When the ball's not moving, it seems Walsh has always got it. Fans continue to pile in for this Max team as they could use the support. It'll be Walsh now driving into the double team, and they'll get Katz as he goes right underneath.
Little late call by the referee. Always hate to see that when you're a player, just waiting to see if the ball goes in or not. Calls a foul. The Mariners can bring this game back to a 4-point contest with 2 free throws right now, just 5:20 to play. And I'm really curious to see how these last 5:20 go. Max have the opportunity to extend the lead to double digits. Mariners can bring it back. Always the end of halves and beginning of halves. Two most important times in a ball game.
And it's also interesting to note, we've seen so many times with the Max teams this year, that it's just been a game of runs. YU will put up 10 to 15. The opponent will put up a run of 10 on their own. But this game has just been back and forth the entire way, and it seems like whoever gets that first real run is going to be in the driver's seat the rest of the way. as good defense by the Mariners forced the steal, and Walsh able to convert on the lay-in as Yeshiva asks for the offensive. They're not going to get it. 2-point game with just over 5 minutes to play here in the first half.
That's what the Mariners have been waiting for. Their first turnover in the backcourt leads to an easy 2. Let's see if YU can break it, or they just did. Let's see how they do the rest of the half.
They need an answer here. It'll be Donnie Katz working up big inside to Leifer. And they've just been working the ball well underneath the entire night.
There it is, more high-low action. Katz to Leifer, easy money in the paint. Love to see that if you're Coach Steinmetz.
And a give and go. That's Green and one as Guetta a foul, and he knows it wasn't a good decision as he hits his chest and points to the bench.
Mariners on fire now, 26 points. Just a little over 15 minutes into the game. Started off slow. They only had 7 points 8 minutes into the game. Now looking at 26, just 8 minutes later. And we see Eitan Hopper coming back in for Tal Guetta after the foul. Let's see what he could do. Smallest guy in the court right now, but you know he's going to be aggressive.
Haven't seen a lot of Kevin Boker usually see some minutes in the first half, especially defensively. But maybe Coach Steinmetz is waiting for that offensive spark before he extends the rotation. And now a 1-point game.
And the Mariners back into their press. We'll see Simcha dribble it up. Look to the sides, Gabe in the middle. There it is.
And Terrell now open for the triple. Yes, sir, he's got it.
Got to feed the middle. Then you have outside shooters. Great pass by Leifer. Great shot by Terrell. 3-pointer. Max back up by 4 points.
And it's Cooper who gives it up. That's Bucher. Got to watch him. We know that. And Washington, who just checked back into the game, will throw it off of Gabe's foot. And the Mariners will retain possession as Barnes checks back in for Matt Cooper. 4:15 to play. Max lead by 4. And we'll see Bucher go to the bench as he's replaced by Mike Morsberger.
Bucher, a much-deserved rest. Great minutes off the bench for the Mariners. Shooting the lights out thus far.
It'll be Barnes guarded by Terrell. Washington holding it on the wing, looking for the cutter, not going to get him. But now up top, Washington guarded by Katz. Finds Barnes in the corner as the shot clock expires and goes off the rafters, out of bounds. Max ball.
As every Max student who plays in the gym and their players know, those bars, we'll call them.
Call them bars, call them rafters, whatever you want, it all works.
Can't
we all know
really
what you're
shoot the ball too high from the corner. Gonna interrupt your shot like that. Call it out of bounds.
Call it a home court advantage well for the Max. As Terrell now attempts the corner 3, and he's got it.
Puts it right under the rafters. Down. 3-pointer Ryan Terrell, back-to-back threes. 7-point game for the Max.
3.5 to play. It'll be. That's Morsberger again, not seeing a lot of minutes, even though he was a starter.
Ryan Terrell not letting the opposing team see the ball go through the rim. Nothing coming easy for the Mariners right now.
And this might be the run we've been talking about. Let's see if YU can capitalize. It'll be Morsberger who inbounds it. That's Green. And now back to the corner. That's Walsh. Drives inside Washington. Had the layup. For some reason, looked like he didn't see it. And a nice block by Halper. Washington gets zone rebound, puts it up. And a foul on Simcha Halper. And again, deep into the shot clock. As the Mariners, we've been seeing them do that all night. It's going to pay off tonight.
Just a couple minutes ago, the Max only had 2 fouls, now up to 6. Next foul, looks like the Mariners will be shooting for the rest of the way. Just 3:16 left in this half. Max had a nice 6-0 spurt of their own. Let's see what they could do the last 3:16 of this half. Hopefully blow it open, we said, to double digits. That's the goal.
It'll be Washington looking at his first free throws of the game, I believe, as he knocks down the first, making a 6-point Max lead.
Been a lot of Washington, been a lot of Bucher for the Mariners. Shooting by Bucher, inside play by Washington, all over the place. Great play by those two so far.
And Washington misses a second, rebounded by Leifer as Simcha Halper controls. Let's see how YU begins the end of this first half. As Terrell takes it, drives it himself, goes up, good defense by Washington, who gets the rejection and the board. It'll be Morsberger working against Eitan Halper. A lot of dribbling. We'll see them hold it as they continue to do on every possession, but yeah, we're gonna get a walk.
Yep. Gotta put the ball down before you walk, and we're gonna see the Mariners likely back to their 2-3 zone. I like the shot by Terrell, but again, wanna see the ball go to the middle. We see Leifer lining up right in the middle. Hopefully they can force him the ball. Look for outside shooters. Look for Halpert in the corner. Look for the other Halpert in the corner. That's the way you're going to beat this. Wide open in the middle right now. Let's see if they can get him the ball.
And it'll be Life who actually comes out to the wing as he's doubled early. Good defense by the Mariners, but cross court got Terrell in the corner, who thinks about it inside Donnie Katz. It leads to Halpert, corner three, in and out, but a nice looking possession there for the Max.
Again, though, put the ball on the ground, almost got it stolen, passed it around, comes to an open three, couldn't convert though. Good offense though by the Max.
Washington looking to drive, good defense by Donnie Katz. He'll get called for a foul. He's upset about it as Washington goes back to the line for a chance at 2.
And another foul sends Washington to the line yet again. And we're going to see Mike Hayone likely come into the game for Donnie Katz. Maybe the biggest man on the team, trying to handle the load that is Washington in the paint so far.
Yeah, Washington coming on in these last few minutes. He's been an enforcer on the low post. As Donnie Katz checks out, a little frustrated. Can't blame him. Looked like good defense, but the refs thought otherwise.
Yeah, just 2:11 left in this first half. Mariners right now could cut it to 4 points.
And they do so.
Again in the press for the Mariners. Let's see how they break it.
And it seems like once the Max break it, they usually get a good-looking opportunity.
There it is, ball to the middle.
And it'll be Halpert. Gets it up top to his brother down low. Good defense again as Terrell almost can't handle the pass, but he gets it back and flicks it to Hayone. Hayone back to Terrell, thinks about the 3 to Halpert. Shot clock winding down, 7 left. Good defense by the Mariners as they force a turnover, get the steal. As Washington pushes it down the court with 1:40 to play. Mariners too looking to end this half strong as their deficit right now is only 4.
You do not want to feed the ball to the deep corner. If you're the Max, get double teamed, throw it away, keep the ball in the middle of the court.
Tight defense by Halpert, he's got to be careful. Don't want them going to the line for 1-and-1 and a reverse layup, that's Green. And only a 2-point lead now for the Max. Let's see how they answer with 1:15 left in this first half.
Shot by Green, 2-point game, just over a minute to play in this half.
It'll be Halpert in the corner, doubled again, that's where they've been getting all their steals. Terrell thinks about the 3, he'll drive it himself. Floats it up for Lifer, underneath, and 1!
Beautiful play by Gabe Lifer, the up fake, the patience, the and 1 bucket. Love to see the patience by Lifer not taking the first one, getting the defense out of position and converting the play. Let's see if he can put in the free throw to make this a 5-point game. 1:02 left in this first half.
Coach Rob Pryor not loving that call as he's looking for his first Skyline Conference win this season for the Mariners. Lifer converts the 3-point play, 5-point Max lead as we hit under 1 minute to play in this first half. It'll be Green, backdoor Walsh. Beautiful play, they've been loving that backdoor and it's been working.
James Walsh again, what a reverse. 3-point game.
Halpert on the wing, inside to Lifer. We like seeing them do that. And Hayone using his big body to get the man in the air. And an and 1, he'll go to the line for a 3-point play.
Once again, high-low action. Gabe Lifer to a big man in the post. And 1, but Gabe Lifer looked to be open from the middle. Converted anyways, but gotta be a little more aggressive if you're Gabe Lifer right now. Maybe take that shot, but an even better pass, converts the and 1. He wants 3, he's not gonna settle for 2. Let's see if Mike Hayone can convert.
And Bucher back in the game, let's see if they feed him the hot hand for the Mariners, who's been knocking down the 3s constantly. As Hayone unable to convert the 3-point play. Washington, big man, 6'6", pulls down the rebound. 30 seconds to play. Let's see if they hold this ball, give YU the least possible amount of time left on the shot clock when they give it over. It'll be Washington guarded by Hayone. Washington drives against Hayone, goes up righty. He'll go up and go to the line for 2 with 18.8 seconds to play in the first half.
Foul on the body by Hayone, not sliding his feet. Washington beat him to the spot, he bumped him. Has the opportunity to cut it to 3. We're gonna have Jeffrey Owen come in the game, likely for the last possession, get some more offense on the floor. Probably gonna get Hayone or another big guy out.
And it'll be Washington unable to convert, very short on the first. As Owen checks in for Hayone. Yeah, he knows it. He knows it wasn't a smart foul, but he'll take the credit. Or more like he'll take the blame. As Washington, the second attempt, wide again. Not a great free throw shooter, at least from what we've seen early on. As Simcha Halpert will control. He gets pushed. It'll be the 6th foul on the Mariners.
Yep, smart foul by the Mariners, had one to give. Now both teams shooting. Probably see straight up defense for the last 11.7 of the half.
And let's see if Washington can get a quality shot off. Try to extend this lead before the half. They're up by 5 right now. It'll be Terrell, corner for Halpert. Inside, that's Leifer. Cross to Terrell. Wing, Halpert, 3. No good. And that'll be the end of this first half as the Macs go into the locker room up by 5. A strong first half from the Macs. We'll see how they come out in the second half, and we will see you on our halftime show shortly. And welcome back to halftime. The Max against U.S. Merchant Marine Academy. The Max with a 5-point lead. An interesting first half. We'll break it down for you shortly as YU looks to continue their win streak, extended to 6 games. And Merchant Marine looks to lock up their first W in the Skyline Conference this season. It's Yoshua Siegel alongside Jacob Dower live from the Max Stern Athletic Center on this Thursday night. We thank you for joining us. Jacob Dower, what did we see in that first half?
Well, we saw a lot of pressure by the Mariners on the defensive end, pressing the Max every time down the floor. The Max breaking it relatively easily most times, except for 1 or 2 steals. And we saw a lot of good ball movement spearheaded by Gabe Leifer. Has 3 assists thus far. Seems like more. Been passing the ball down the paint. We saw some feeds to Donnie Katz. We saw some feeds to Mike Hayone for easy buckets. And obviously Ryan Terrell, 13 points in that first half. Seems like he just puts up double digits almost every single half of the season. Finds his way to a couple points, doing well from behind the arc, doing well from the free throw line. Coach Steinmetz wants to keep that up in the second half.
And we've talked about the defense a lot, going back and forth. And we've also said that there hasn't been a lot of runs. Usually Max games are made up of a lot of runs back and forth, 10 points this way, 10 points that way. It's been bucket for bucket the entire first half.
Yep, you're right. Usually basketball games are a game of run, but tonight, relatively close. I think that maybe the largest lead was 7 points for the Max. Maybe 5 minutes left in the second quarter before the Mariners hit a couple shots, brought it back close. But look for the Max to come out early in the third quarter, hopefully score a couple buckets in a row, maybe go up by double digits, keep that lead for the rest of the game.
And we've spoken about the importance of starting and finishing halves with runs. And let's talk about another thing. We mentioned in JD's Keys pregame, the idea of finding a tempo, and it just seems like they just haven't had it yet.
Yeah, you're right. That's large part due to the pressure by the Mariners on the defensive end. But really, once they cross that court, they're getting their own. And more importantly, they're limiting the Mariners to tough shots late in the shot clock. In a sense, that's tempo. Keeping their defensive calm, helping off the ball, helping on the ball. They're doing just fine. 34 points in the first half for the Mariners. Look for them hopefully to keep it under 30 points. If they do that, for the second half, they should be just fine. Up 5 points right now as we start the second half.
And YU, in the first half, shot a strong 50% from the three-point land. They were 5 for 10, and we all know that those open looks came when the ball was worked in the middle to Leifer. So let's see if they try to do the same thing and build on this lead to start the second half.
Yeah, we always talk about it. One of my favorite points to mention, Phil Jackson always says, most important time of the game, how you come out after halftime, fans still getting their popcorn, maybe getting a drink of water, coming into their seats, but the game's still going on. Gotta play tough, gotta play hard. Look for the Max to come out hot right now out of halftime.
And it'll be Terrell running the point here to start the second half. As Halpert looks to get it inside to Leifer, and they do once again. Down low, in the low post to Guetta. He brings it right back up top, goes right back to Leifer. Out to Guetta, the triple, in and out. But a good offensive rebound deflected off of Leifer as Halpert gets it. Inside to Terrell. Terrell, pull up pop, he's got it. Good start, second half for the Max.
Love to see that. Terrell playing in the middle now, gets the ball, little jumper, all buckets, 7-point game for the Max.
And it'll be Washington, the leading scorer for the Mariners in the first half, who goes up for the slam but comes up short. As the ball eventually goes out of bounds, and the Max will get possessions. Could have been a real highlight, but it came up just short.
Mariners back into their press. Let's see how the Max break it with ease. Mariners slide back into their normal 2-3 defense.
Halpert works against Green. It'll be Guetta guarded by Walsh.
Gotta go middle. Look at Leifer in the middle. There it is. Shoot the ball.
But he'll go up himself.
There it is.
Takes some contact and gets the bucket. Give YU their lead, the largest lead of the night. That's 9 points. Just 1 minute into this second half.
Way to absorb the contact by Leifer. Didn't want the jumper. That's fine. Takes it in strong. Easy 2 by Gabe.
It'll be Walsh over to Barnes. Barnes over to Morseberger. Morrisburger double team. They're going to find that open man. It's Green, who instead of taking this out will drive it. And Washington gives up for Walsh. A lot of ball movement here. Let's see what it leads to. Green, the pull-up pop. No good. Rebounded by Leifer. Leaks out. That's Guetta. Thought he had Halpert. Didn't see him. And YU will retain possession as the ball goes off of Barnes.
Yep. Great defense by the Max. Couldn't convert on the fast break, but doing well right now. Up 9 points. Just a minute and a half in, and a great pass to Donnie. Kicks out to Sim.
And Simple will take the drive instead. And again, the ball stays with the YU as it goes off of Morrisburger's hand.
Interesting pump fake by Simcha. Didn't want it. Looked to be open, but guess he wanted a better one.
It'll be Gabe Leifer on top. Sees Donnie Katz inside. Terrell, pull up pop, same spot, no good. Rebounded by Morrisburger. A good look from the Max, but unable to convert. It'll be Washington. A big man who likes to play inside and out. Now it'll be Morrisburger. Works against Halpert of the Simple variety. And it'll be Barnes. A lot of ball movement deep into the shot clock once again. They've been doing it all night. They'll continue to do so, but Guetta forces a turnover, and he'll get the favor as he's able to convert the layup off the feed from Simcha Halpert.
There it is. Defense leads to offense. Steal on one end. Easy two on the other end. And there's a timeout by the Mariners, just as we said coming out of the half. A 5-point game just 2.5 minutes ago. And the first 6 points right to the Max, just like that, an 11-point ball game. And the Max are in the driver's seat. Let's see what they do.
Just like Coach Steinmetz drew it up. Let's see what Coach Rob Pryor does here for the Mariners. Gotta imagine he's going to look to shoot the ball a little more. They haven't been able to do anything on the inside. Maybe we'll see a little more Bucher, who hit that three, hit that long two also.
Yep, Coach Pryor rocking a very nice tan suit right now. Let's see if he brings Bucher back into the game. He was a hot hand in the first half.
They also shot the ball pretty well from three. Shot a 4 for 11 in the first half. That's the Mariners. So let's see if they continue that attack. With 17:39 to play here, Max leading by 11, their first double-digit lead of the night. It'll be Morrisburger into Washington. Up top, that's Green. Again, holding the ball. Let's see what they do. Morrisburger up top to Washington again. A lot of ball playing around the perimeter. And it'll be Green inside to Washington. Let's see what he does. He goes up, right hand. No good. Good defense by Donnie Katz.
Great defense by Donnie Katz. Simcha, the uncontested rebound. The Max looking to stretch the lead even more. Look to the middle of Leifer.
It'll be Guetta, who has in the corner. Back to Gabe Leifer in the corner all the way across the court. Ends up hands of Guetta. He'll take the three. And it doesn't fall after a couple bounces on the rim. Rebounded by the Mariners, and that's Washington. Barnes going up strong, can't finish it, and a block by Gabe Leifer over the top. As Simcha Halpert looks to push. He'll think about it, and he turns it over on a lazy pass as Washington forces the turnover. It'll be Barnes 2-on-1 with Walsh, and YU able to get back quickly.
Gabe Leifer, great transition defense, great half-court defense. Love to see him active right now, and another wall up. Forces another turnover, and the Max are running again.
Good defense. That's the story of the second half so far for the Max. Simcha Halpert, the three, in and out. That was halfway down.
3/4 of the way down. Halpert can't believe it. But Max still up 11. Mariners yet to score yet this half, and if that continues, the Max don't need to score again either. They're up 11 right now.
The Mariners trying that backdoor where they got so many first half points. But good defense as Terrell just kicks it.
And we have Bucher checking back in the ball game, number 32. Hot hand in the first half. Let's see what he can do. Maybe a spark plug for the Mariners. Just 4 minutes in. We have 16:08 remaining in the second half. A comfortable 11-point lead. Mariners still now on the scoreboard.
And the Terrell family leading some amazing cheers here. Good to hear these fans come alive. They're really bringing some life to the Max Stern Athletic Center.
And we have a Go Max chant, similar to the Go Pack chant of the Valley Toro Wolf Pack of Los Angeles, where Ryan went to high school. Heard a lot of that.
Paying their respects to the former high school.
Yep.
But maybe, who knows? Maybe that'll become the #1 chant in this gym. Who knows? Always a time to start something new. And it'll be Donnie Katz, the home run pass to Ryan Terrell. who turns it over trying to find Simcha Halpert, and now controlled by Cooper. It'll be Cooper working against Halpert. Cooper, the floater, no good, rebounded by Washington, who's unable to control it, and Terrell comes up with it.
Max are running again.
Terrell, their Euro step, and what a play. That's got the fans on their feet.
Ryan Terrell, the beautiful Euro step, shades of Giannis Antetokounmpo in transition. Leaves the defender in the dust, easy two. Up 13 for the Max.
And no points scored. We're almost 5 minutes into the second half, and this Max defense has just been a force to be reckoned with. Ball goes off of Halpert. Was looking for the turnover, not able to get it.
All about defense, only 8 points in the first 5 minutes, but it doesn't matter, that's all you need.
So that's all you need.
13 right now, looking good for the Max.
That's all you need when your defense is this good also. It'll be Washington. Gives it up for Bucher. Terrell, he knows he's got that hand. He's gonna play him up tight. It'll be Morsberger, the drive. Draws the foul, and Simcha Halpert, back-to-back fouls. And let's see if Coach Elliot Steinmetz will go to the bench.
Good help by Halpert. They called him late. That'll be a foul. 2 shots for the Mariners looking to get on the board in the second half. Micah Young checking back in the game. And I don't know if we said it enough. Got to pay our gratitude to the Mariners, preparing for the Army, giving their service to the country. Love that. Really respect what they're doing.
And they've brought that toughness to the court tonight. We've seen they don't have the shooters, but they go into every single possession, fighting hard, backdoors, hard screens, and they're sticking around. This game is not over yet. Plenty of time left, and we know if we keep saying this is a game of runs, and let's see if the Mariners can answer with a run of their own. But in the meantime, it'll be Leifer underneath. Talguena layup is good.
Beautiful pass. Started by Leifer, gets the ball to the middle as we said, feeds it down low to Talguena, easy 2 points. Back up 15 for the Max. Mariners still not on the board this half.
And tight defense by the Max. As I believe that's McDonough. Gives it up, Walsh, the long triple, and it's a little too wide. And that'll go off of McDonough. Max ball as they look to build on this 15-point lead. But before that, Coach Rob Pryor will talk it over with his guys.
Coach Pryor, another timeout. The Max on a 10-0 run to start the second half, just 5.5 minutes in. Love to see that if you're Coach Steinmetz. Love to see that if you're a Yeshiva Maccabees fan. Fans are loving it. Up 15, in control.
And to everyone at home, we thank you for joining us. Please be sure to tune in next Wednesday as the Max take on Moravian College. Catch all the action as you always can right here on Max Live or now on Facebook Live.
Yeah, big game for the Max. Looking to get their 6th straight win tonight and then extend it to 7 next week. Let's see how they do.
And this run has really been spectacular. A lot of concerns early on in the season that maybe this team just wasn't the same as last year. We know they lost their first 4 games. First 3 on heartbreakers, buzzer beaters, time and time again. But it seems like this Max team has finally found their groove moving forward. .26 to play. Max up by 15 here in the second half on this lovely Thursday night. A little snow this morning, but it's getting warm out. Nice turnout by the fans. Great to see everyone that can make it. And if not, we thank you here. We thank you for joining us here at Max Live.
And Facebook Live, as always, we got 2 platforms for you.
And inside, Gabe Leifer drawing the foul. That's on Bucher. And Gabe Leifer will go to the line, shooting 2.
Yep, Gabe Leifer, again, forcing the issue in the paint, drawing the foul, looking to extend this lead to 17 points. Again, it was just a 5-point game at the half. Up a lot now, all starting with the defense. Defense leads to offense. And another free throw by Gabe Leifer. Way to play.
Gabe Leifer connecting. That's at least double digits from him. I believe that's his first point of the second half. As he's just put together a solid all-around game as he's always done, looking for another double-double as his strong season continues. Converts on the second, puts the Max up by 17.
Ryan Terrell with the full court man-to-man pressure, staying in front of Matt Cooper.
Yeah, that's Matt Cooper, and Terrell's defense just been spectacular all season. As that's Morsberger unable to convert. Terrell in the open floor, not able to convert. Fans got excited looking for a slam dunk.
Another great outlet pass though by Leifer. We saw it in the first half. We saw it all season. And a loose ball foul on Bucher.
I think that's going to go against McDonough, actually. You're right, that's Bucher. McDonough was confused by the call, thought it was on him.
Gabe Leifer with a good box out.
As Ryan Terrell will look to push this lead. And it has been a 12-0 run here to start the second half of the Max.
Yep, and the Mariners still not on the board. Over 6 minutes into this half. Let's see how long the Max can keep the streak alive.
Spectacular adjustments by Coach Steinmetz. To be Simcha Halpert, the three. A little short, rebounded by Walsh.
But we saw the Mariners change up their defense, now in a man-to-man, trying to speed the game up, down 17 points, trying to force turnovers, and they got to stop right there.
That's Morsberger against Halpert. Halpert's got to be careful. He's got at least 2 fouls. Cooper working against Terrell. Cooper, the pull-up, that's 2. He's got it. First point, second half for the Mariners.
Matt Cooper getting him on the board. Big shot by Cooper, 15-point game, 13 minutes remaining.
Tal Guetta gives up for Leifer. Leifer again from that middle. He'll just take it himself. Get his own miss. And now has the ball stolen from him, but keeps fighting, gets it back, but throws it away. As the Mariners look to push, they've got a 3-on-2 developing. Morsberger blocked by Guetta. Guetta pushing the issue. He's got a 1-on-1, gives it for Leifer, and slams it home! Gabe Leifer!
Gabe Leifer with the jam, running in transition. Tal Guetta giving it up, not running into the defender, and a 2 points for the Max. Back up to 17-point lead.
Ooh, Hayon didn't look like he moved.
Hayon cannot believe it, stayed stationary.
Looked like he tripped over his own feet, but a call is a call.
Yep, said they got him with the body, but it's on the grounds. Third foul for the Max, 3 more to give.
It'll be Walsh looking inbound. And now checking in is Michael Bell, seeing his first action in the second half, who will replace Morsberger. And Eitan Halpert now comes on for his brother. We've seen that sometimes. We've seen them play together sometimes.
Great early minutes by Simcha Halpert, helping spark this lead by the Max. Let's see what Eitan Halpert can do now. First minutes of the second half.
And this is McDonough working against Hayon. A lot of big man play outside for the Mariners.
Great hedge by Hayon.
Cooper, the pull-up 3. Too long, hits the bar, the rafter, whatever you want to call it, and the ball will go turnover to the Max.
The rafters really playing a factor for the Mariners. Not used to it. Max using it to their advantage.
And it'll be Ryan Terrell running the point for the Max. Just over 12 minutes to play here in the second half. Gabe Leifer doubled. Let's see what he does.
You see the Mariners in their man-to-man defense, tough man-to-man.
And Hayon, big man play on the inside, gets his own miss. And he's been that spark of energy. He's just got that enthusiasm.
Big boy Mike Hayon. Coach Pryor bringing Washington back to the game. Got to slow him down there if you're the Mariners.
It'll be Cooper working against Eitan Halpert.
There we go.
Stolen by Leifer in the open floor. Looks for Terrell. Got Terrell right in the middle. A spin move, a pop. It looked like defender got a finger on it, but Terrell got his own miss, puts it in, and flexes his muscle.
Absorbing the contact again. Great finish by Terrell, getting his own miss. Not phased, and puts it in for 2. And a push by Halpert. Great defense, though. Max up 21 points. Only up 5 at the half. Less than 9 minutes into this half. Up 21. Gotta love it for Coach Steinmetz. Gabe Leifer going to take a seat. And Kevin Boker checking into the game for the first time tonight.
And now we're going to see Jeffrey Owen, too, checking in for Ryan Terrell. Everyone getting a big hand after a strong start to the second half.
There it is. Now we got the bench on the court. And Simcha Halpert remaining on the floor. Spark plug, instant offense. Let's see what he can do with the second unit.
That was Bell inbounding to Washington. Washington back on the floor, the leading scorer for the Mariners. Corner, Bucher. That's long, good defense by the Max. But now it'll be Cooper looking for a second chance. Fans thought he walked, the refs didn't. Inside Washington, he's gonna get called for the offensive as he swings his hand around the defender on his way up to the basket.
There was the hook, trying to go around Hayon, uses off arm, can't do that, offensive foul. going the other way.
Coach Pryor not happy with that, searching for an explanation. But it'll be Eitan Halpert running the point for the Max. As he works against Cooper. Kevin Boker seeing his first minutes. As Mike Hayone gives it up for Jeffrey Owen. Halpert, the three, in and out again. This rim is just robbing him over and over again.
3/4 of the way down again, but Jeffrey Owen with the steal. Got two guys ahead, 3-on-1.
In transition, Kevin Boker not able to finish. Jeffrey Owen gets the miss and gives up for Halpert as he'll reset. Over to Eitan Halpert, inside to Mike Hayone. Big body, let's see what he does with it. Lefty hook, and he's got it.
Beautiful.
Strong big man play, Mike Hayone.
Big move by Mike Hayone. We do not see too many traditional post moves by these Macs, but love to see it when we do. Mike Hayone with the easy two.
And it'll be Eitan Halpert. He's guarded by, that's Matt Cooper. It'll be McDonough inside, the lefty shovel, and he's got it.
McDonough. That's just the second bucket for the Mariners in this half. Mac with a comfortable 21-point lead. They'll be just fine as Gabe Leifer sets the check back in. Mike Hayone again on Washington.
Let's see if he goes back to that lefty hook. He doesn't. Resets on top. Simcha Halpert going in, looking for contact, not going to get it as the Mariners look to push. 9:30 to play. Max up by 21. As Washington able to cut this lead back to under 20 as the Max have a 19-point lead.
Washington staying active, gets the rebound, gets the easy two.
It'll be Halpert up top to Hayone. Hayone has been a difference maker here in this second half. But it'll be brother to brother, Simcha Halpert the three, and again he'll miss. He's gone cold from three-point land. That foul will go against Owen. It's the Max 5th of the second half. As Gabe Leifer and Terrell come back in, they'll replace Hayone and I'd assume Boker. Let's see who they call.
It'll be the other
Halpert.
Coach Steinmetz not taking any chances. Lead back down under 20. Coach Steinmetz wants to keep the foot on the gas pedal, blow this lead up before giving some reserves more opportunity to play. See how the starters fare.
And now Boker will come out as he's replaced by Talagueta. It'll be Green working against Owen. 8:55 to play. Inside pass, Washington. Nice pass. As they almost got an open man. Halpert, good defense corner to go out to Washington again. Deep into the shot clock as there's 8 left. Green inside. That's Morsberger. Unable to convert. Rebounded by Leifer. And the outlet. He's got Talagueta. Beautiful play. Unable to convert, but a good look from Simcha Halpert.
Great almost hockey assist by Gabe Leifer. Passing the ball ahead. Simcha with a great pass. Couldn't convert though. Good offense nonetheless.
Good defense by Guetta as Walsh goes up. Unable to get anything. Terrell had him in the open floor. Could only imagine what that highlight would have looked for. But now to go inside, Jeffrey Owen, easy bucket. YU back up by 21.
Halpert, good dish inside. Jeffrey Owen, no one home. Easy two for the Max. Back to 21, just 8 minutes left to play in this ball game.
And I would say, generally speaking, this is a pretty low-scoring affair. And we've talked about why. We've seen the Mariners take their time on every single possession, waiting for it to wind down. And that's, you know, back in the day, in about 2000 and, what do I want to say here? About 2011, that's how the Spurs were in the playoffs every single year. They would work that shot clock down, they would hit their shots. Always low-scoring affairs, one of the lowest-scoring totals in the league. Yep. And always massive successes in the playoffs.
And in a league highlighted by offense, highlighted by three-point firepower, we see the statement will always ring true. Defense wins championships. And the Max are showing that today, only giving up 40 points. 8 minutes left in this game. Great defense all around for the Max, up 21.
Be sure once again to tune in next Wednesday as the Max take on Moravian College. Catch all the action as you always can right here on MaxLive.com or on Facebook Live. We want to thank you again, our viewers, for joining us today. It's unfortunate you couldn't make it out here, but we thank you for tuning in and watching the Max in a great game as they look to extend their winning streak to 6 straight, all within the Skyline Conference, as they look to hold on to that number 2 seed.
And we knew it, a nice turnout right now for the Max fans. solid attendance on a nice Thursday night. People taking time out of their busy schedules to come support the YU Maccabees. And when you support the YU Maccabees, you're supporting the Jewish people as a whole. I would say.
Couldn't have said it better. As it'll be Green ring against Owen. Owen, a good defender, versatile. As it leaks out, that's Bell, corner three, no good. And another Go Max chant led by the Terrell crew. As the rebound goes to Guetta, 7:40 to play. Guetta looks to push the issue. Gabe Leifer over to Terrell. Terrell goes up, and Washington looked like a rejection. They're going to get him for a foul as Terrell goes to the line for two.
Washington, a bit surprised on that one. Can't say I blame him. Looked like a clean block, but Terrell's laughing it off. He knows. But he'll take the 2 points anyways. A great foul shooter.
We saw him miss one earlier. Talk about a rare miss. He's 3 for 4 from the line today as he converts his 5th attempt.
No mercy by Terrell. Hitting the free throws nonetheless. Got to give it up for that rejection, though.
And the leading scorer on this Max team doesn't come easy. He works hard. He makes his money from the free throw line. Makes his money from everywhere, really, but nothing short of magnificent from the free throw line. 7:30 to play. It's Green who gives it up for Walsh. Bucher looking to check back in. He could single-handedly bring the Mariners back into this game. It'll be Washington. Gives it up. That's Green. Again, deep into the shot clock, under 10 seconds. As good defense by Leifer. And it'll be Barnes, a long three, no good, rebounded. Eventually, ball goes out, Terrell, the slam!
There it is, Gabe Leifer with a transition pass. Ryan Terrell, the easy two. 2 feet off the ground, 2 feet on the rim, ball through the bucket. Big slam by Ryan Terrell.
And it's inside. That's Washington who loses control, throws it away. And boy, this gym
is loud.
Yeah, I mean, what a reaction.
25-point lead for the Max.
We expect those from Terrell on a daily basis, and he always seems to provide.
Yep, just 6:40 left in this ball game. The Max look like they're on their way to their 6th straight win.
And talk about defense in the second half. The Mariners have been held so far to just 6 points. I mean, a magnificent defensive showing. As Owen inside, and one!
And one by Jeffrey Owen.
YU just having a good time right now.
Yep, the fans love it. The bench loves it. The coach loves it. And we love it here in the booth. Big play by Jeffrey Owen. Let's see if he can convert the N1.
And now a Jeffrey Owen chant to the tune of Go Max. Originated from the tune of Go Pack. Am I right? Am I correct? From the Valley Toro Wolfpack.
It was a Go Pack chant. Jeffrey Owen called for the foul. A little overzealous there on defense. But at this juncture of the game, up 28 points. Gotta love the effort. Can't fault him there. That's the 6th foul, though, on the YU Max. Means the Mariners will be shooting the rest of the way.
It'll be Green who works against Owen. Owen showing strong showing in his few minutes on the court as Bucher will give it up for Washington. Washington over to Barnes. Inside, Washington got the layup and a nice looking play from the Mariners.
David Washington, big move, big finish.
Inside, Terrell, give and go with Guetta. And now outside to Halpert. Halpert, top, Owen the three, but they'll get an offensive foul on Gabe Leifer.
Or on
Halpert.
Driving in, and a great take by the Mariners.
Nice to see that shot go down for Owen either way.
Absolutely.
But just under 6 minutes to play, the Max with a 26-point lead.
And I think they mistakenly attributed a 17 foul to the Max. Offensive fouls usually aren't team fouls. We'll see if they correct that.
It'll be Bucher. Backdoor once again. That's Green, rejected by Gabe Leifer. Not sure it was him that rejected, but now it'll be Terrell, who gets the lay and looking for the foul.
And another assist by Gabe Leifer. The Kevin Love-esque full court pass. Terrell loves it. 2, and it's 28-point lead for
Terrell has been making his money on the fast break. To his effort, getting out there every single time. There's a defensive rebound by the Max. And it'll be Bucher, the three. He's got it, no doubt.
Haven't called his name yet this half, but Bucher with a big three. Cuts it to 25. 5 minutes remaining.
It'll be Terrell. He's got Barnes. Give it up for Lifer underneath. That's Simcha Halpert. Simcha Halpert some struggles today. A little frustration. He's going to get called for a technical foul.
Yeah, you don't want to see that at this juncture of the game. Comfortable lead. Let's keep it civil out here. But you love to see Gabe Lifer. Another great pass down low. Couldn't convert. But Gabe Lifer doing everything. He's scoring the ball. He's rebounding the ball. And most importantly, he's passing the ball all over the court. Full court, half court, playing a great game.
And it just makes Simcha Halpert frustration all night. We spoke about those threes 3/4 of the way down twice. It's just that kind of night. And it's all right on a night where your team puts up 70 points and their defense has just been stellar. You could afford a frustration call like that. Let's call it.
And everyone's laughing it off. Everyone's good. Hopper will remain in the game. Let's see how much longer Steinmetz gives to the starting group before emptying the bench. 23-point game, just 5 minutes remaining.
And it'll be Walsh who looks to inbound. YU again in the full court press. They're not letting up easy. As Green breaks it. He'll go 1-on-1 against Owen. Corner, that's Washington. Washington back up top, that's Barnes. Barnes crosses Terrell. Nifty drive, unable to finish, but a nice looking possession there from the Mariners. Terrell in the half court again. The spin move, the glass, and just a little too strong. It'll be Green working against Terrell. 4.5 minutes to play, YU by 23. Just 11 points here for the Mariners in the second half. As Barnes guarded by Lifer, who's just been all around excellent tonight.
Beautiful spin move. Is that Seth Barnes for the two? Love to see that. Nifty, easy deuce.
It'll be Guetta. That's Bucher. Bucher has been living on the three all night.
Washington all up in Lifer.
And it'll be Guetta. Up top, that's Lifer. Back to that high post. They've been there a lot. And the fake and finish by Ryan Terrell. Just putting on a show at this point.
Ryan Terrell, the show, the go, the two, mid-range, making it count. 23-point lead for the Max. Just 3:40 left of this ball game.
And a spin move by Washington as Owen comes up with the steal. Great effort. Terrell again in the open court. Let's see what he does. He goes up and another layup. He is just feasting right now on this Mariners defense.
Love the control in the air. A little shift. Doesn't put it up originally, but gets this two nonetheless. 25-point lead for the Max, and only 15 points to show for the Mariners this half. That'll do it if you're the Yeshiva Maccabees defense.
And it'll be Green. As Terrell again, open floor. Let's see what happens. Not enough room for the dunk, but he'll get the lay-in anyway.
And Simcha Halpert doing his best Gabe Lifer impression with the full court pass. Love to see that. And that'll be a timeout for Coach Pryor and the Mariners. Looks like this game is wrapping up. 27-point lead for the Max. Only 15 points for the Mariners this half. Love to see that at halftime. We said it. However, you start the half, you usually end the half. The Max started off hot, and they've done so ever since.
And every time Terrell gets the ball in the open court, you could just hear the entire Max Stern Athletic Center hold their breath, waiting to see what's going to happen. Not a big show that time, but we'll take the 2 points. YU goes back up 27, 2:55 to play here in the second half, as it looks like YU is on their way to their 6th straight win as they keep control of that second seed in the Skyline Conference.
Yeah, we love to see the Mariners not giving up. Tough timeout. Coach Pryor directing his kids, or rather men. We know they're disciplined. They must be training for the Army, as we said earlier. Coach Pryor not giving it up. Every minute counts. Let's see what they could do at the last 2:55 of this ball game.
And just looking at the bench, we've seen Tyler Hode, Sammy Mendel, Daniel Tiano, who's mentioned earlier, suffered a dislocated ankle earlier this week. We've seen Bixon, all four of those players not dressed for tonight's game. Haven't seen Hode or Bixon yet this season.
Yeah, we mentioned earlier Daniel Sion got injured on Sunday. Sammy Mandel also out with a right wrist sprain. So that's 4 inactives for the Max tonight. But nonetheless, hopefully pulling out the W looks like shorthanded.
And people stepped up. Jeffrey Owen with a nice game. With the big three all stepping up a little bit of their own game.
And that'll be a foul on the ground, but a 1-and-1 for the Mariners as the Max are in the bonus. They're 9 foul of the ball game. That will go on Tal Guetta.
Yeah, one more. That'll be 2 shots the rest of the way. But it'll be Walsh going to the line for a 1-and-1 as he misses the first, rebounded. Offensive rebound, that's McDonough. Bucher, the 3, automatic.
Bucher, you know if you give it to him, it's going to go in. Gotta have a little more resistance if you're the Max defense, especially on that man, number 32. And Jeffrey Owen looking to come back in the game. We have Albert Waxman with the ball. First minutes tonight. Young player, freshman, first year. Let's see what he could do out there.
That'll be Simcha Halper picking up the foul. That's still not a foul to give. So it'll be inbounded on the side as Cooper will check back in for Green as the Mariners look to finish this one out.
Yeah, let's see if we can get Albert Waxman heated up right now. Just a couple minutes left in this ball game. We know he could shoot from almost anywhere on the floor.
And that's Tal Guetta. And it ends up in the hands of Simcha Halpert. Simcha Halpert, the long 3. He's just trying to buy himself a bucket from anywhere, and it's just not falling. Inside, that's McDonough able to convert the layup with just under 2 minutes to play.
Yeah, no rush for the Max. Up 22. A minute 45 left in this game. They look good. Looking to close out the win on Thursday night here at the Max Stern Athletic Center.
And Simcha Halper finally able to hit that 3.
And he puts his hands up to the sky.
Like it's about time.
Yep. Big 3-pointer by Simcha Halpert. Going to check out of this ball game. Way to play. Ryan Terrell also going to sit. A little substitution timeout. Both teams looking to speed this game up. Looking to get home.
And before this game is over, we just want to thank the entire Max Live staff. President David Schwartzman, Vice President Justin Safier, and cameraman Zach Rock. And again, I'm Yoshua Siegel alongside Jacob Dower. We had a great time with you tonight. As well, big block. That's Will Quigley seeing his first action.
Ethan Hopper with a nice cross. Oh. Pass into traffic, will not get through. And that's Bucher again with the steal.
Bucher outside, Cooper, the 3, got it. A little bit too late here.
Too little, too late for the Mariners. Needed that a little earlier in the half, but padding the stats a little bit, making it look good in the box score.
And that'll be Waxman who gives it for Boker. Guetta thinks about the 3. Goes up with it. Yeah, ref's not calling anything at this point. 45 seconds to play. As McDonough controls for the Mariners. A little below YU scoring this year. They average just about 91 points a game. But again, we've spoken about it, the long possessions, not a lot of opportunities. But nonetheless, they put together a great game tonight on their way to a 6th straight win.
And if you play defense like this, it doesn't matter. Max only giving up 57 points. 79 will do. They'll take the win any way they can get it. Work on what they need. Have a good couple practices this week going to their Wednesday night game on the road.
And we keep saying it, just a 23-point second half for the Mariners. A solid all-around half for the Max defense as they'll get Halpert for the foul. And it'll be Cooper going to the line.
Yeah, and that's the 10th of the half on the Max. That'll be 2 free throws. We know 7th will be 1-on-1. And once you get to 10, you shoot 2 the rest of the way. This is Matt Cooper back at the line. 2 free throws.
And he'll hit the first, making it an official, scoreboard malfunction there quickly, making it an official 21-point game. Let's see if he can knock it down to 20. An air ball, it's going to be a violation. Seeing his first minutes, that's going to be Jeremy Collier.
Yeah, we didn't know Collier was active tonight. Looks like he is getting his first action of this game. Just 19.2 left to play.
And Jeffrey Owen looks to probably just dribble it out. It'll be Albert Waxman now controlling. And YU, a strong performance on the way to their 6th straight victory, all within the Skyline Conference.
Yep, great all-around performance by the Max tonight, led by none other than Ryan Terrell. Gabe Leifert playing well, rebounding, passing, shooting. Simcha Hop with some good points. Donnie Katz a couple good minutes, but an overall awesome performance, especially the second half by the Max. Coach Simons is happy, and the fans are going to leave in a good mood.
And we want to thank you all again for joining us. Don't forget to catch us again next Wednesday here at Max Live as the Max take on Moravian College. Catch all the action as you always can on MaxLive.com or Facebook Live. Once again, we want to thank you from President David Schwartzman, Vice President Justin Safier, cameraman Zach Rockland. I'm Yoshua Siegel alongside Jacob Dower. Have a good night. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.